Hello, this is Elaine with Antelope Beads, and today we're going to talk about using a nail setter with some of the new C-Koop enameled findings. You see we have 5 different flower shapes here and 4 different sizes of discs. They do come in 6 different colors, and the neat thing about these is that they can be combined and stacked for all kinds of different looks. So this is really a versatile product. So we have some samples to kind of give you some ideas as to how to use these. This piece has a flower in the middle with a disc on top of that, and then over on the sides we have 2 different size discs that are stacked together. On this piece we have some smaller flowers with a little 5mm disc in the middle. Over on the side we have some little 5mm discs, and we've even used some copper daisy spacers to further embellish this piece. On this piece we've used 2 thicknesses of leather, so we can't quite stack so many components, but you see that we can even use O-rings to stack in the middle of these discs. And lastly, we have a little simple bracelet here with just the 5mm discs and rivets. Just makes a real simple little bangle. Okay, let's get started. We are going to use the Tierra Cast 4mm snap rivets. These are also known as compression rivets. They do have 2 parts. We'll talk about that in just a second. But to start with, we're going to go ahead and punch a hole in our leather. And I'm going to use the smallest setting on this leather punch. That's 5/64 of an inch. And I'll just go ahead and get that punched. And I'll wiggle it to make sure the little piece comes out. There we go. And then next I will take the bottom part of the rivet, and this is the piece with the higher post, and I'll insert it into the hole from the back, lay that on my bench block, and then I think I'll use this orange flower and put that on there, and then this other flower on top of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the top piece on top of this whole business here. Now typically with the Tierra Cast rivets we use a Rivet Setter, which has a concave surface here, and I would just put this right in here and go ahead and hammer it. And I can actually still do that if I need to kind of get this started, but this round surface here will put the pressure over the entire surface of the rivet. And with enamel we kind of want to focus the force straight down the middle of the rivet, so I'm going to use a nail setter. Kind of similar, has a much smaller head here. And so when I put this on here, I'm going to first of all just take my time and make sure it's completely centered from left to right, and then take a look around and make sure it's also centered from right to back. Also really important that we keep this exactly parallel to the rivet surface. So I'll go ahead and start hammering. And I'm going to just take my time and make sure that this is going in nice and straight, okay? And I'm going to give it a little bit more. Alright, so now I've got a little divot in the middle of my flower. I've changed the shape of the rivet from being domed to having a little dimple in it. And again, that's just another design element. And that is really all there is to it. I hope you've enjoyed this information. Please visit us at Antelope Beads for more videos and lots of really exciting products. Thank you.